up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
46-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
New York.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a 1st carry for Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
Watson's pass.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Duke Johnson. Incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
And their own 20-yard line.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
And the Giants first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Complete to
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Giants.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out, and that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Giants 3, Texans nothing.
Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing on